Hey guys, Zell here. Welcome back to some more Nikke. Can we get another SSR off this single pole of a friendship point summon? No, we cannot. Shocker. Alright, back to doing side quests. And hopefully... I don't know why I didn't do that. Hopefully we'll finally be able to get this done. Now, I should arguably do this, but I'm gonna do the older ones first this time. Because I really just want to get the other stuff we need unlocked for Reptilion. So what was this one about? Wine bottle, chili pepper, how to get my number, military academy. A lot cheaper than you think. I guess I'm the only one who information. Fast thinker, Leah. Remember the place you found your permission. I'll be waiting. Can you go to conscience and wine bottle? Got a tip for you: if anyone asks you to do anything without a reward, don't do it. Hello. I can't stop thinking about that bottle. Was there any indication that it had been opened or used before? No, it's completely new. Alright then. I'm about to send you some coordinates. Please, make your way there. You'll be compensated for doing so. Why do I need to go there? Just to check a few things. Actually, I'm not sure. What should I do after I arrive? There will be a small building. Head inside and tell me what you see. Describe everything to me in detail. Whether it seems important or not. Alright, I'll do it. Okay, I'll be waiting. Chapter 8. Alright, we're back to the earlier one. And what's this room? It looks like some kind of dormitory. And there's a lot of stuff lying around, but nothing remarkable. Commander, there is something on the shelf. Looks like some kind of alcohol. Yes, but it's different from the last one we saw. This bottle is new as well. And what's it doing here, though? That I don't know. Anyone else have any ideas? I'm all ears. And chili pepper could be a hard drinker. Oh yeah, why did I not think of that? Should we take this with us? Yes, let's take it for now. Roger that. Alright, chili pepper, you drunkard. Here you go. Thank you for these. Well done. This one is new as well. This is too much. Care to explain? Well, actually, the place I told you about was some temporary accommodation where my father used to stay. He was a construction manager at the outpost. Outpost construction manager? He was always heading up to the surface to gather materials. Yes. The outpost was a gargantuan project, building yet another underground city. On top of a pre-existing one was a massive undertaking. They intended on building an underground base that was closer to the surface than the Ark. Given the large scope of the project, many people were jockeying for the position? My father eventually secured the position by greasing a few palms, but the outpost was never finished. That's correct. Do you remember how I said the goal was to build a base closer to the surface? Well, they ended up getting too close. Raptors started to come down. The outpost was originally meant to be a hub that connects the Ark and the surface. But as the Raptors spilled in, everything degenerated into chaos. Only 2 elevators managed to emerge unscathed. One going up to the surface and another connecting to the Ark. All construction was halted. That's why this place has become what it is now. And what about the alcohol? I gave them to my father as a way to apologize, but he didn't even open it. Doesn't this mean he doesn't accept my apology? Was there a rift between you two? Not really. Well, in a way, but it was one-sided. I said all sorts of terrible things to him. For a moment, Chili Pepper falls silent. Anyway, good job. I still would like to know where my father's final resting place is. I'll think it over and contact you later. Bye. See you later. Hello. This should be my last request. Proceed to the coordinates I've sent and confirm if the bottle is empty or not. Now, how are you sure there will be a bottle there? I met with some of my father's old friends. They said he took a bottle of booze with him everywhere he went. The drink names match as well, so it should be there. That place is also where my father died. Is that everything you can tell me? Would telling you more be helpful, of course? Chili Pepper doesn't say anything for a long time. Constructing the outpost was a Herculean effort, time-consuming and complicated. Whenever he wasn't working, my father's routine consisted entirely of getting drunk and sleeping. He never gave me so much as a second glance. I had to endure that for 10 long years, and I resented him for it. One day I couldn't take it anymore, and I screamed that if he dropped dead, I wouldn't shed a tear. If anything, I'd end up vomiting, because his corpses would reek of booze. Something along those lines. I left home and cut all ties with my father. I have never considered that those drinks he had after work were his one and only solace. A few years later, when construction was nearly finished, I understood my father more than I did before. I couldn't bring myself to apologize to his face, so I bought him a set of whiskey. I figured if he was willing to drink all of it and bring back the empty bottle, it would be in some ways show that he'd forgiven me. I wanted to join him, but I can't drink. One day he went up to gather materials and never returned. Eventually I saw his name on a list of casualties. So that's my story. I just hope at the very end that my father was able to forgive me. Not that we'll ever find anything. I'm sure we will. That would be the best. I'll wait for an update from you. Alright, let's go to chapter 14. I found a beer bottle. How does it look like? Unopened. Right. Something's not right. Yes, why place the bottle here in the first place if you're not going to drink it? And maybe he was funny in the head or something. Everyone, look at this. And what's that? Non-alcoholic beer. A non-alcoholic? Wait, it is in 0 alcohol. Yes. And can you even call that beer? So, what his son said affected him to the point where he ended up getting his act together and drank non-alcoholic beverages? I guess some people just enjoy the taste. And so you get the taste of beer without getting drunk. Interesting. Chili Pepper can't drink. Maybe his father wanted to share a drink with his son, and this stuff would let him do that. But then, why would he have the bottle as well? And maybe he wasn't sure whether he wanted to forgive Chili Pepper or not. Or maybe he never intended on forgiving him. There's no way of knowing the truth, is there? I suppose you're right. But it's so frustrating. Wouldn't a phone call solve everything, though? I'm sorry, I forgive you. Or even I don't forgive you. You're right. Thank you for the 10 gems, Chili. Here's your final payment. You've done an outstanding job. But I must ask, for your opinion, whether you think my father has ever forgiven me? I mean, he tried to change his ways, I guess, if you can think of it that way. So, yeah? Really? Do you really think so? That would be truly amazing. I hope you can make good use of the outpost. Although incomplete, it is still my father's creation. He was an incredibly gifted man. We will. It's not fair. What I would do to give to see him one last time. Oh boy. I'm not good with stuff like that. Moving on. Central government official. Hello, Cell. I'm an operator of the Central Government's Intelligence Department. We have an urgent task for you. An urgent task? 42 hours ago, a commander ran away to the surface. The commander doesn't pose any danger as he's currently unarmed. Since he's a commander, and any information about the Ark is at risk of being leaked if a rapture captures him. Please get him back as soon as possible. Why did he run away? I can't answer that. I'm sending you the target's information and estimated coordinates. We'll be waiting for your good news. They didn't give me a choice. I'll go to the coordinates. Wow, we can't actually say no. I guess it is from the government after all. Wait. You guys, this is the new feature that they added. They give you a sonar telling you that you're close to one of the hidden relics.
バニーガールの格好じゃないせいか少し動きにくいです。皆さん、動いてください。
Okay, now that is actually kind of awesome. They let you actually know that you're close to something.
バニーガールの格好じゃないせいか少し動きにくいです。バニーガールの格好じゃないせいか
I was like, what is this sonar sound going off?
皆さん、
Then I remembered that it's to help you find the relics. Which, my god, I wish that we would have had that so much sooner. But hey, at least I know that when this image color changes to red, or whatever the color was when it was going off, I'll know that I'm close, because I typically, when I'm not recording, don't play with the game with audio, so yeah, that's actually kind of nice. Are you sure he's here? I only see the rapture. Huh? There's something under your foot, Robbie. Robbie picks up a handbook. It's the commander's certification.
Wow, the commander really ran away. Why? Who knows? He can't stay on the surface alone for long anyway. Perhaps he's dead by now.
Let's search around this area. Not a good idea. We don't have any operators or supplies. Let's head back. Well, that was quick. Take that. I've received your reports. It's a shame you didn't find him. The runaway commander will be marked as killed in today's operation. Thanks for your hard work. Who is that commander anyway? Why do you ask? Just curious. Her name was Jane Miller. She became a commander 3 years ago and has lost every battle since. Excusez-moi? Her name, she, he, make up your mind, had recently failed again, and the central government was planning to dismiss him from his outpost. What does that have to do with his runaway? I don't know. Commanders don't necessarily lose their jobs after being dismissed. The central government usually gives most of them new jobs that are more suitable for them. So the dismissal would be a logical reason for him to run away. In any case, there's no way of knowing the truth now. Anyway, we've talked about it for long enough. Now it's time for me to knock off. Goodbye. My friend!
Hey, friend. I hope I didn't keep you waiting too long, but the wait is finally over. I've got a big old heavy boy just waiting for us to check out. It's gonna be like nothing you've ever seen before.
Looking forward to it.
Alright, but you have to keep in mind that this was far more dangerous than our previous excursion. These guys are wild beasts in every sense of the word.
Of the world. What?
They can be extremely unpredictable. But I have a list of precautions. I'll be going over with you before we come face to face with them. So long as you follow those precautions, nothing bad will happen to you.
What do you mean by precautions?
For example, you must never, ever show signs of weaknesses, like limping or a weakened energy core, in front of a masterclass rapture.
Why is that? Could it be that?
That's right. Just like how the wildlife of yesteryear had a food chain, these fellas do as well. It's sad to see how injured and weak animals are inevitably being targeted by predators in any ecosystem. I'll go over the details with you in person. We can meet at the rendezvous point. Oh, and your Nikke friends.
I'll make sure they keep their distance. Perfect.
じゃないせいか。
Oh? What are you? As I make some repair noises, I heard Reptilian's voice over the hotline. Shh, quiet. Come on. You can't make any noise right now. The guy in front of us is sinister. He's taking a nap now, but he's incredibly vicious when he's up and about. So what do you think? Pretty cool to see a lord up close, isn't it? Setting aside their incredible body weight, the complexity of their skeletal structure is breathtaking. Actually, now that I think about it, I'm not sure if you understand different classes of raptors. Based on their sizes, raptors are then divided into 5 classes. At first, there was no real system for differentiating them, but the central government officially started using this based on something I blogged out about just for fun. Let me tell you something off the record. I originally named him Sinister because of his fiery temper, but the central government ended up using it as well. As the years go by, more and more raptors are discovered, but there are very few people studying raptors in depth. By giving them placeholder names, we can... Uh-oh, it looks like Sinister's woken up. Something's not right. How come he's so agitated when he's just woken up? We didn't do anything to disturb him. Oh no! Quick, your flashlight. The flashlight battery must have died. So he's mistaken you for an adversary. I try to raise the brightness of the flashlight. Oh boy. It's too late. We have to run. How stupid can you get? And does she actually think she can survive an encounter with the Lord? My new master would be helpless without us. Now's not the time to be standing around. Let's go. Thanks, all of you. You saved my life, so I owe you a great debt. And don't worry about it. Yeah, it wasn't that big of a deal. I barely even used a tenth of my firepower back there. You certainly have a cool bunch of friends, Cell. That I do. Don't compliment them too much, otherwise it'll go to their heads. Yeah, it will. Thank you for the gift, Reptilian. It may not be much, but here you go. This is a small token of my appreciation for your Nikke friends saving my life. I'll be grateful if you pass it on to them on my behalf. Sure thing. We made a significant breakthrough thanks to you guys. I managed to finally prove the hypotheses I had about Sinister's ancestors. What do you mean by ancestors? What hypothesis? A few years ago, I hypothesized that higher-class raptors who lived longer would eventually evolve to imitate more complex life forms. If that's true, the lower-class raptors we examined previously are mimicking relatively smaller and simpler forms of marine life. Sinister, on the other hand, was imitating a much larger and more complicated organism, a shark. A great white shark, to be exact. The moment I saw his movement up close, I was positive this was the case. Did you see his fin softly cutting? Through the blue sky, it was as he was swimming in the ocean. Yes, I saw it. What a phenomenal sight. This must be what the deep-sea explorers felt before the first rapture invasion, when they delved into the ocean deep and discovered a great white shark swimming in the darkness. blog.arcpia.com/reptilian. This is my blog URL. I can't wait to publish a post and share this incredible experience. Okay, I've got to type this in. Okay, well, sadly, that URL does not actually work. I can't wait to publish and post and share this incredible experience we've had with everyone. Is it okay if I include you in the post? I'd rather you not, since it can be dangerous. That may not be a good idea since I'm a government soldier. Oh, right. Communication with raptors is banned on the Ark. I've spent so much time on the surface that I completely forgot about it. If that's too bad then, the role you and your friends played in all this will just remain a precious memory. Well, so long. Maybe you'll turn up in one of my future blog posts. the heck is this? Either way. Why is Shuen under Reptilion's? Son of a...
Hey, you don't have anything going on, right? I need you to do something for me.
What?
Nothing major. I just need you to capture a spy and bring them back for me. The only problem is they're up on the surface. Some idiot created a blog on our portal site.
Yep.
And seeing squid crawling sends to an entirely new ecosystem unfolded before my very eyes. Perhaps the notion that only humans deserve to live on this planet is an arrogant one. We've always entertained the idea of coexistence. Source, now it's time to embrace a new ecosystem, author Reptilion. She makes it sound like she can speak with raptures directly. It's absurd. Who wouldn't be pissed off after reading such drivel?
It's just words on the internet. You should respect freedom of speech.
Freedom of speech? In New York? Ha! Then get your head out of the clouds and listen up. However, one of the senior military officers caught wind of this and contacted me. He was even screaming at the top of his lungs, demanding to know why the censorship has become so lax. Ever since they handed over the IT monopoly to Missiles. And that, as they say, is that. If I don't find whoever wrote this blog and deliver their head on a silver platter, they'll rarely let me have it. In light of this, I'm sure you'll be willing to cooperate.
No! I don't like you. I've never liked you. Why would I ever want to do something that you purposefully would want me to do? You can't tell me what to do. Although this is early on, isn't it? I don't have any power currently. I can't defy her, can I?
If you refuse to assist in capturing a spy, you might as well be a spy yourself. And catch my drift.
Blackmailing me, huh?
And now get to it.
This is chapter 16. Did I have power back then? I mean, I did hold sway over a lot of things, I think. But not really. I think we became our own unit around this time, maybe a little bit before that.
So basically, what she's saying is that we have to hand Reptilion over to her. And what are you going to do, Master?
Let's try and persuade Reptilion.
And persuade him to do what? Return to the Ark with us? You make it sound as though we're sending Reptilion to his demise.
Technically speaking, the penalty for communicating with the Raptors is death. At the very least, he'd be subjected to heavy torture.
It's Reptilion. I see him over there.
Wait a minute. Something isn't right here. Look at all those raptors. There must be dozens of them surrounding him.
And what's so surprising about that? He's surrounded by raptors practically 24/7. And now that you mention it, he's not disguising himself like usual. If you don't hurry up and save him, he'll die.
You must decide, Commander. If we go along with Shuen's request, we can just let the raptors finish him. If not, just say the word. Let's save him. Hello, Reptilion.
He fainted. And what should we do? And since he's passed out, we can just haul him straight to the Ark. And considering the commander told us to save him, I'd say it's fairly obvious what the answer is to that. And wouldn't you?
Let's find somewhere safe to hide him before you're heading back to the Ark. Oh boy. Still gotta deal with her, huh?
Hey! And what's the latest with the spy?
We're working on it.
Bah! Too slow. You're hesitant because the target is a human. It'll only be worse for them if you keep dragging on like this.
You talk about ending someone's life as if it's worth nothing.
Hey! Who are you to judge me? I'd let him live if it were an option, but all that information he's released about raptures seems to have made a bigger impact than I thought, besides humans and raptors coexisting. Surely even you can see how outrageous that is. Uh-huh. And yet the same could be said about humans and Nikke's coexisting, huh? You know, there's not much difference between that now, is it? Seeing as how all the humans think they're all so much better, than Nikke's, and how Nikke's are just tools for everyone to use. Like, not much difference, right? I'd arguably would side with the raptures in Nikke's than humans at this point. It's beyond the pale. There's a lot I want to say, but it seems keeping silent is the best option for now. And nothing to add. Wow, you're becoming increasingly arrogant by the day. Fine. This is an urgent matter. If you're not up to it, I'll just send someone else who is. Can't even believe I even asked you in the first place, you little. Inappropriate language detected. Unable to send SMS. I'm such an idiot. That you are. And a bitch. That too. Okay, well, I guess I gotta keep going, because that's not the end. Son of a... Hello, Sal. I'm an operator of the Central Government Intelligence Department. I've been going for almost an hour, oh my god. I'm reaching out to you for an urgent task. Instead, it's a personal request. Personal request? Not long ago, something strange was caught on a surface-based drone. It looked like something sneaking around with a hood on, and it looked very much like a human. Everyone in the company dismissed it as a bag moving with the wind, but I'm certain that it's a human. Why? The way it moved looked very familiar. Also, a commander by the name of James Miller was considered dead after attempting to run away. Ring any bells? Could it be? It was moving just like him, and it also just so happens that the location is close to where he disappeared. If possible, can you investigate the area once more? But of course, it could just be my misjudgment. I'll look into it. Thank you. This is a personal request, so the company can't know about this. I'd appreciate it if you can keep this a secret. Can't it be a formal request? Normally it could, but so far, searching for missing persons resulted in failure 90% of the time. Any other 10% of the time, they find a dead body. Unless there's a valid reason like last time, it's highly unlikely to convert it into a formal task. I see. I'm sending you to the coordinates. Please find him. Will do. He can't be alive. Honeys. Am I wrong? How long can a human survive being on the surface? And nothing like that has ever happened. Vital signs detected ahead. What? What? That's our 11 o'clock commander. Something with a hood on is looking right this way. Grab him. Yes, Commander. Is it real? Let's go. The ground begins to shake. Rapture seems like an ambush. Seriously? Let's eliminate them with intense firepower. Enemy neutralized. Where'd he go? We lost him. There's no signal, so we can't determine his location. I'm exhausted. But we did get something out of this. There's a glowing blonde hair on Anis's head. He really is alive. Let's head back, Commander. We now have a lead. I see, let's go. And what a surprise. Alright. I've received your reports. He really is alive. That's good. Do you know each other? What? You sound like you know the runaway commander. I do know him. I was practically his exclusive operator. We've been through many battles together. It had an emotional connection. Actually, I didn't think he'd run away. He was the type that tried his best no matter how incompetent he might be. I can't figure out why he'd run away so suddenly.
Anyway, now that I know he's still alive, I can always ask him why when I see him next time. Now I just need to figure out what to do next. When I do, may I ask for your help again? Of course. Thank you. Until next time. Till next time indeed. Still no Reptilion, huh? Alright. Hello, Cell. I'm an operator from Central Government. Do you remember me? You're heading the search for Jane Miller, isn't that right? Yes. I scanned all the areas I'd been to nearby. There was a surprising paucity of raptures, so I looked into it. In the past, those were areas were designated as greenbelt zones. They contain large portions of green space with a few select buildings scattered throughout. Raptors have a tendency to avoid green space. To be more precise, they're simply not interested. So if there's a place where there aren't many raptors and plenty of green space. It means it's a place perfect to hide out. Especially since there are buildings and plenty of food. I searched for buildings and they weren't completely falling apart, as well as areas which have a large variety of flora that could be used as food. Only one place came up. That must be where Jane Miller is. Good work, detective. It took some time since I had to do it at night in secret. Oh, and one more thing. 3 months before she escaped. Make up your mind. There's a record of James Miller scouting out that area. So her escaping wasn't an impulsive act. And she must have been preparing for some time. Even if there are buildings and food, their surface is an incredibly inhospitable place. Raptors, beasts, poisonous insects, and plants, just to name a few. Almost everything up there wants you dead. I want her returned as soon as possible. Leave it to us. Thank you. We appreciate it. Chapter 18. Yeah, this is going leagues far and beyond where Reptilion currently is. Then again, Chapter 16 was what we just did. Commander, we've arrived at the destination. 5-story building, 10 o'clock. Judging by the state of the exterior, it must be on the 3rd floor. I'm going in. Wait, I will go. Why you? Any spy with this salt knows how to be sneaky. Show me. Watch and learn. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. You see that? What are you doing? You just went to the ark and back. I bet you didn't catch that. Well, I didn't realize it at all. Yeesh, even your eyes are slow. I'm picking up raptors nearby. Couldn't have sensed her. And then, should we wait? What? If the rapture attacks Jane Miller, she's bound to come out running. And then we can capture her easy peasy. Honest. Alright. And just a little joke. And should we get started? Rapture down. Up. There, she went that way. Get her nailed. The spy charge. A person wearing a commander's uniform falls to the floor. And did you see that? And was that sneaky or what? Impressive. And maybe sneaky, definitely not. Are you Jane Miller? Who are you? Have you come to capture me? I don't want to go. I won't go. Calm down. No. Nikke. Turn me into a Nikke. Oh. She's afraid to be turned into a Nikke? Or that they're going to? What? Jane Miller points the gun to her head. Spite. Don't move, or I'll shoot. This is certainly a new one. Turn around. Go back. Don't take one step closer, or I'll pull the trigger. Hurry and go. We slowly backed away. Commander, if we let her slip through our fingers, we might not have another chance. With your permission, I could use some concussion grenades. No, let's go back. I attached the transmitter to her when I was doing my spy charge. Nice thinking. What have you done with Neon?
Yeah, where's the real neon? Wow, I'm honestly hurt.
So the reason Jane is, running away is because she's afraid that she's going to be turned into a Nikke. Oh boy.
Well done. So she's still alive after all. That's a relief, but she said something about turning into a Nikke.
That's what I heard.
I'll look into it. I've never heard of a commander turning a commander into a Nikke before, but if she's willing to put her own life at risk, there must be something important out there. How's the transmitter holding up?
No problems.
It might be dangerous if you run into her without noticing. I'll contact you when I have more information.
I'll be waiting.
I won't keep you waiting long, and thanks for everything you've done so far.
Won't be make me wait for long, huh? So even this is a dead end. Can't see what the heck the end of that is either. Chronicler? Now here's the problem. Do I do Chronicler of Rarities now? Or would this one that popped up after I did Reptilion give me the next Reptilion one? Come on, man.
Nikke, SK, Consecture, GJF3055, do the put this,
something roll. What?
Facerus.
The messages are glitching out. Secret code? Do Lobotis. Whoever's on the other end must be in an area with weak signal. Just to be on the safe side, decide to head to the coordinates and take a look. Chapter 12, strange message, okay. Here. Look at all this wreckage.
This was the site of an intense battle during the first invasion. The survivors are the last thing we'll find here.
Commander, I think I found something. Robbie holds up a device that is still flashing.
A cell phone, but it's very old. Sheesh, how far back does that thing go? It gotta be at least 50 years, or maybe more.
How is it still functioning?
A good question. Can it be possessed? Hey, don't say that. It gives me the creeps.
Commander, take a look at the screen. It must be a clue of some sort. The text on the antiquated screen is hard to make out, but I can see several messages. I read the messages shown on the screen.
Jade, requesting assistance.
Coordinates are GJF3055.
Requesting immediate support.
Repeat.
GJF3055. Wait a minute. Aren't those the same messages you received? Weren't those messages in a strange language, though? But these texts are still legible. Hey, Einstein, the messages could have become garbled during transmission. Look closely. All the coordinates, numbers, and letters match. What's more, they were sent to the commander's number. Wait. There's something strange about the date. Check this out. It shows today's date, but it's from several decades ago.
Whoa. Let's have Protocol take a look at it.
And whatever this story is with this freaky phone, I don't even want to know.
Man, I got chills. That's interesting. Same date, but from 50 years ago. My god. Exia. Can you figure this out for me?
Thank you for bringing us a fun little challenge. As a thank you, Novel and I got you a present. And we had a blast, analyzing this old phone.
Did you find anything?
Yes, as much as we were going to. First of all, the owner of the phone is Jade Henson, a soldier who took part in the first invasion. He went missing in action, and that was all we knew for the longest time. However, his son is still alive, and currently lives in New York, so I was able to contact him.
And when were the messages actually sent? And that's where it gets interesting. They were sent while Jade was on active duty. And during that time, the alpha particles rendered all communication between allies impossible. I'm guessing he got separated from his squad and began desperately sending out SOS messages with his phone. It just so happens one of those messages was sent to your phone. And that's my hypothesis anyway. But how is that possible? How is the phone's battery still working? Wait, from 50 years ago during the first invasion with the legendary commander, right? It was sent to the same phone. Now, if she says something about this, then it might destroy what I'm thinking right now, but... I'm quite mystified myself. My speculation is that the alpha particle concentration somehow decreased, causing the messages to finally come through at a later time. But theoretically speaking, that's virtually impossible. Exactly. How would it be sent to my phone in particular, since I was never there during the first invasion, right? Man, that clone theory is starting to become more and more, real. Or at least, you know, things that lead possibly to it, right? Anyway, I'll look into it. But don't get your hopes up. For now, the prevailing speculation is that it was possessed by some entity. Or, you know, we were there 50 years ago, and we were put into stasis, and we weren't awake until now. And that's why we have amnesia. Or one of the reasons we have amnesia. Gives me the willies just thinking about it. It's such a sad story. Indeed. But don't think too much about it. Just consider it an interesting experience. Oh no, I will think too much about it. Because it's bringing a lot of theories to light about who we possibly could be. And see you. Well, that was a dead end. We're almost there. Bactillion, why? Like, we're literally almost there at this point. I know I'm not going to be getting this episode out today. I've already come to that conclusion, so screw it. Hello, you're the commander of the outpost, right? We're Nippe. It's nice to meet you. You can call us Neep for short. We are responsible for recording everything that occurs in the world. As for me, I'm responsible for recording the rarest sorts of things. You can think of me as a chronicler of the rarities. Of all the commanders I've recorded, you're probably the most capable, but also the most incompetent one. Excuse you? How dare you? And Steam, why are you telling me about the spring sale right now? I don't have time for that. How amazing. And rare, don't you think so? But... care to answer some of my questions? No. Well, it's not like I can force you to answer them. Even now, you still refuse to answer. That's very rare too. I have a favor to ask of you, rare one. I can't help but wondering what your rare appearance will be like on the surface. I mean, how you and your squad look after a battle. It'll be best if you could take a photo of yourself and send it to me. I'll give you a rare reward. Oh, simple ain't it? A rare reward in exchange for a photo. An attractive deal, is it not? I want to say something, but I've restrained myself from doing so. Wow, I thought you'll say something this time. What a rare commander. How wonderful. I look forward to seeing your rare appearance. Winky face. Come on, man. What the hell is this? So, the chronicler of the rarities thinks how we look after battle is rare. It wants you to take a photo of it. Yes. It's okay. But I feel kind of weird sending photos to someone I don't know. And this is also my first time hearing the name Nippe. Listen to me honest. And this is an excellent chance. One that will show everyone in ARC exactly how well we are doing our jobs.
And gradually, they may start to think that we're Nikkes with incredible firepower who work so hard. And we'll have fans everywhere messaging us. How is that possible? It's not that simple. What should we take the photo? How should I pose?
What about camping? The firepower!
We don't have anything for camping. The floor doesn't seem very comfortable either. We didn't bring anything to make a campfire as well. What? Just like that out of nowhere? How could you take a photo like that? I wasn't ready.
It's important to be natural.
I can't argue with that. What a shame. I wanted to look cooler.
I decided to return to the outpost. Thank you for that.
Wow, the photo looks great. I can't believe that not only do you trust us, but you've also sent us the photo so quickly. How rare! Your photo makes me happy. So that's your rare appearance after a battle. It's unexpectedly ordinary. How rare! No grimness, fear, pessimism, or even condemnation. It's just an ordinary everyday moment. You'll only look like that because being on a surface is a common occurrence for you. That's fab. Congratulations. This is gonna be an awesome entry. It'll be a rare record showing. Nikkes are no different from humans. Thanks for the great photo. I'll contact you if I need rare things next time.
I think I should have answered that, but I didn't.
Wow, not even a single word from you. How rare. I like that. Goodbye then.
Winky face. What the hell? Wait, ghost? An old man?
Oh, okay. System charging 87% complete. System starting maintenance. System maintenance in progress. System maintenance complete. System functions restored. System 52% load. Are you a user cell?
Yes.
Welcome, you are now a user of the Autonomic Regional and Management Units. You can now give orders. What would you like me to do?
What can you do?
1. Purify the air in Midtown. 2. Adjust Midtown's weather. 3. Restore Midtown's facilities. 4. Self-destruct. Due to a current malfunction. 3. Restore Midtown's facilities. 4. Orders other than self-destruct are unable to be carried out normally.
3. Restore Midtown's facilities.
Confirmed. All of Midtown's functions are currently unavailable. The power switch in the Central Power Center has probably been deactivated. If the switch can be manually reactivated, Midtown Central Power will be back up and running. It's complicated, but please manually activate the power.
Then what?
Well, after some basic verification, Midtown's facilities will be restored one by one. Fully restoring all facilities requires an estimated 5,421 hours.
I see, I'll try reactivating it.
System standing by.
Okay.
The power is back on. But can the city be restored just like that? Ghost is actually a Nikke's prototype. Functions like city management and restoration are reliable. And the surface was a paradise. Each city had its own AI. Is that why we want to get the surface back as soon as possible? I suppose the arc is good, but the surface is even better. Even if the cities get restored, I don't think we can move back to the surface right away. No, because of the raptures. Oh, what a waste to restore these uninhabitable cities. It won't make much of a difference. No matter what, I still think it's worth the effort. Me too.
Same here. At least there is still hope that's worth fighting for.
I agree. And believing in this kept me alive.
It's always worth having something to believe in. Thank you, Ghost. Just like I believe in these gifts. Thank you very much.
The central power center is now running. From now on, you can give orders to restore Midtown. However, you can't execute other orders when the restoration is in progress. Please keep in mind that the restoration will be interrupted if you enforce another order. Thank you. If everything is clear, do you want to restart the restoration now? Start the restoration. Confirmed. System restoring Midtown. Restoring Midtown 0.005%. 0.078%. It's gonna be a while. Quarter?